Hey, what's up? It's TBZ. I am about to read. A lot of girls have been hitting me up on Instagram, like straight direct messaging me, and I like it, but y'all not playing games right now. Like, y'all want answers and y'all want them right fucking now. All right, so I'm gonna read this. She says, "Hi, hun. So this Taurus guy I used to date, we broke up back in 2010, and I would say it was my fault. Let me turn this thing on heat down. Because I asked him to buy me a car." So she asked him to buy her car. I said a Mercedes CL. He was saying like it's too much, but I was being very demanding, which I now know is the wrong thing to do to a Taurus. I don't know, maybe to anybody, just to ask him to buy you a Mercedes and then the CL on top of it. Maybe any man, not just a Taurus. She said, I know it's the wrong thing to do to a Taurus. So because of me basically telling him he must buy that particular car, he cut me off. But he didn't verbally break up with me. It was through actions, like not seeing me again, etc. But we still continued here and there through email throughout the years, but never saw each other. He lives in another country. Anyway, I was doing my own thing the last couple of years, and he didn't hear from me for like 2 years. I just want to know, like, in the meantime, was there anybody else to buy you this Mercedes CL, or did you ever get it on your own, or I don't know. I want to know, did you get this car? So like since last year I started emailing him, and he would reply right away and tell me where he is and what he is doing. I have a new Cali number, and I messaged him and he didn't respond until days later, saying he's in LA right now. I'm thinking for this one, he thought because of my phone number I had moved to LA, so he waited until he was there to reply back to my next text. But I live in NYC still. Moving forward, about a month ago, I asked him if he had WhatsApp, and he said, yes, send your number. I did. He messaged me on the app, and while he messaged me, he went and changed his profile pic to a recent pic with him in Prince Charles. I told him I love the pic. Do you think he's giving me a chance to get back? I don't want to mess up this time. He is very wealthy, and he was very nice to me when we were together. I've been following your 30-day rule. I don't think I have a 30-day one. I have a 10-day Chica cleanse. Your 30-day rule. He responds so quick these days, unlike years ago when we were broke up. He would ignore my emails, texts, etc. So this is what I want to say. Even if a man is wealthy, right? Say you get with a man, he's like super rich, he's doing this thing. Just because a man has a whole lot of money, number one, doesn't mean it's your money, and number two, doesn't mean he just wants to give it away. See, a lot of girls in the hood, they think, or a lot of mentally broke people kind of think, okay, well, you count someone's money, you count their pocket, and you think, okay, well, he got this, he has Balenciagas, he's driving the latest whips, he has nice this, he has nice that, but people work for their shit, right? And even if it's inherited, people do what they want to do. Ladies, don't ask a dude for anything that big, especially in the beginning. When it's something like, okay, I'm gonna take you out to lunch, I'm gonna take you to dinner, maybe if you want, maybe, I don't know, a pair of shoes or something. But a wealthy man or a man with money is gonna think like this: what does she have? I think that was a really big turnoff, and you admit it. Okay, that was a turnoff. I asked him to buy me a car. So a house and a car are the most two major purchases that the normal human being will buy in their life. So I used to always think, like, why like a dude don't come like get a girl that is like super cute and like build her up from the ground up, because that takes too much mental energy. The fact that you asking somebody to buy you a car that has put in work, whether he's wealthy or not, either number one means that you automatically want to use him. Number two, why don't you have your own car already? And number three, don't nobody just feel like buying somebody a car? Like, is that your husband? Is that somebody you've like been with? It's an automatic turn off, because if he wanted to buy you a car, he would have just pulled up with the shit like, baby, look outside, a big bow on it, you will have all your things. I think that that just puts you in a certain category. And I think that he did like you, but I think that that's a turnoff. Like, no matter how you look at it, it's a turnoff. I've dated men with money, and everything they did for me, they did it because they wanted to. Whether it's a car, whether it's clothes, whether it's taking me out, whether it's flying me here, flying me there. But I just don't know, even in healthy relationships, even when you have it going on, you don't just ask somebody unless they give you a gateway or maybe they suggested it to just buy you a car. And then you have the nerve to be demanding about what kind of car you wanted and this and this and that. If he wasn't giving you like vibes that it was okay to ask, I wouldn't have just never asked, and that would turn me off too. That's like a dude coming around and the first time you guys see each other, he see that I have 2 phones, right? A dude like, dang, she got 2 phones. You know what? Hey, Taurus Barbie, can you pay my phone bill? You go, what? Pay your phone bill? Like, it looks really bad when you ask, especially if it's a man you want to be with. If you don't really care about him, like, look, my furniture bill due, my TV due, everything is due, my rent, my light, my gas, plus I need food from the grocery store. You can ask because you don't care about losing him, but you want to maintain a certain level of like respect. Now, I know you know all that. I didn't just have to say all that. What I think right now is, I don't think you should keep hitting him up even if he's answering the phone immediately. I think that you should let him do all the chasing. I think that you should let him do all the calling. And sometimes the most people, the wealthiest people, really all of their bills are allocated. I know people who make $200,000-$300,000 a year and they live check to check. Just because somebody got it like that doesn't mean they have it to give to you. And I just think that that ruined everything. And he's always going to think about that in his head. He's always going to think, okay, dang, if she comes back around me, is she going to ask me for something else? What does she expect from me? And men with money like women that have their own money. Because when you got money, you don't want somebody broke as fuck around you bringing you down. You don't want nobody around you that's broke. Like, say I hang out with my homegirls, we're chilling, and she don't have no money. I gotta buy her this, I gotta buy her that, we gotta do that. Broke people need to hang with broke people. People that got it and worked for it and did their thing and starting businesses, they need to hang around each other. Because if you hang around somebody with less than you, it can't do nothing but bring you down and take out of your pocket. And just because somebody has a lot of money and they're wealthy does not mean that they want to spend it all, especially on a motherfucking Mercedes for your ass, okay? So I don't think that you should pursue it. I think that you should let him do all the pursuing. And I would tell him, like, look, I don't know what I was on. I was on some, like, let me just see what I can get. Because what were you really on when you asked him to buy you a whole car? And did you guys sleep together yet? How long were you dating? Like, these are some details that I really don't know. But yeah, I would definitely let him do the rest of the pursuing, girl. And next time, if a dude want to do something for you, let him. But it's a thin line between a dude just using you and you giving him everything and standing your ground versus asking someone to buy you an entire vehicle just because you think they have enough money to have you in it. And that's it. I'm out. It's your girl T Beezy. I have a little spoiler for you guys.